It's a new day in America. Can you feel the delights? All that sunshine and roses or whatever makes people happy? No? Okay, well, maybe you're not looking hard enough.
We're going to begin, though, with the start of the something that makes this country so great when it happens. We're talking about the promise of a peaceful transfer of power.
Whoa! Peaceful transfer of power. Let's hear it for the bare minimum of a democracy. The first step of this was Kamala Harris calling Donald Trump to promise that she wouldn't do what he tried to do.
The vice president called President-elect Trump to congratulate him. According to a senior Harris aide, the vice president discussed the importance of a peaceful transfer of power.
Yes, Kamala called Trump, conceded the race, and told him there should be a peaceful transfer of power. And you know, as soon as Trump hung up the phone, he was like, yeah, that's great, pussies. So I guess American democracy still works as long as the guy who likes overthrowing the government wins the election, because then he won't overthrow the government. So with the transfer happening, we're going to be talking about Trump again every day for another 4 years, I guess. And I, for one, did not think that when I came out of the jungles of Malaysia to do comedy that I would be making jokes about Donald Trump every day for 13 years straight. 13 years. I don't talk about anybody as much as I don't talk about my mom as much as I talk about this guy. I don't talk about my wife as much as I talk about this guy. Yo, my wife thinks I'm having an emotional affair with him. I'm going to be talking about this guy on my deathbed, okay? Which I assume will be in 3 years when he somehow brings back the bubonic plague. And you might be sitting at home saying, well, Ronnie, why don't you just shut the up about Trump? Well, for the same reason CNN doesn't shut the up about him. Money! Lots and lots of money! So let's get these dollars right now and get back to Donald Trump. And you know what? Attitude is everything. I'm going to be optimistic. If Donald Trump can get some good people around him this time, maybe he'll do good for the country. I mean, who is he getting to help him with the transition?
I'm going to be heavily involved on the transition.
Great. It's take your dumb ass to work day. And what qualifications would Don Jr. be looking for?
I want to make sure, now that we know who the real players are, the people who will actually deliver on the president's message, the people who don't think that they know better than the duly elected president of the United States.
Yeah, no more smart people. Only people who look at my idiot dad and go, what a genius. And where is Trump going to find people who will do whatever he says? I mean, didn't they all die when they injected themselves with bleach? So let's see who these people are.
75 days from now, Trump returns to the White House, and right now there is an intense focus on who he will surround himself with. Florida Senator Marco Rubio, possibly former Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, maybe Secretary of Defense, former acting Homeland Security Secretary Chad Wolf, perhaps reappointed.
Okay. You know what? Actually, not as bad as I expected. Marco Rubio, Mike Pompeo, they're basically professional political administrators, right? At least they're wearing suits and ties. It could be worse.
And then there's some, shall we say, more unusual names. Steve Bannon, conspiracy nut Laura Loomer, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., and Elon Musk. Okay,
yeah, it's worse. This cabinet looks like the division of the X-Men for the mutants who had too much mutation. They're like, hey, what's your mutant power? I just talk like this, and people trust me with their help. Okay, so this is the A-team, and other names floated for his cabinet include Hannibal Lecter, the Menendez brothers, the polio virus, and for Secretary of Transportation, a Cybertruck with a Hitler mustache. Now,